Amazing day. Welcome into our early afternoon YouTube chatting stream for the week. Hope you had a great week. I'm really excited to be here with all of you. I had spring break this week, got some rest, but also just focused on a lot of homework. So that's always a good thing. I've got more homework to do today after this stream. So as always, that's kind of at the forefront of my mind. But otherwise, things have been good, just chilling, hanging out with my grr, and looking forward to seeing y'all this weekend. So I did not get the opportunity to prepare the canvas like I wanted to for the next step in painting, but I figured we're a little bit behind in our acrylic pens for Artness. We can just focus on that for a while. I think that would be a really good idea. Also got some gesso to potentially do, but I'm not sure if I'll do that today or not. So I know what I want to do for the painting that we've already started the background on and finished the background on, I should even say. I'm hoping I can have that ready by next week to actually be painting. And then I even already have an idea for the next painting, so I'm excited. Maybe I can start busting them out more quickly now that I have some focus. I am joined today, of course, by a cute little Gurr. Say hi, Gurr. Say hi. Gurr is adorable as always. Do you feel like playing? I don't know if he feels like playing. Sources are not sure. I have my acrylic pens. And I have a Artness. And I have a list of people. I have a list of people. Hello, welcome in. How are you doing, Gracie? Hi, Kamala. Do I like rock music? Yeah, which rock music do you like? Hi, Adrenaline. Welcome. Hi, Eric. Hi, Izzy. Hope y'all are doing great. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. Hope you're having a nice day. Kamala says, I like Girl Got a Gun by Tokyo Hotel. I haven't heard that one. What's it about? Hi, welcome, Adrenaline. Hi, Dylan. Welcome. Have you heard of before? What kind of food is it? Might have to Google it. Hi, Justin. Hi, Tosh. Hi, Ian. Hi, Ruli. Rule says it's Lamb, sort of. Dylan says, do you like heavy metal? Yeah, I used to listen to a lot of heavy metal. Hi, North Stars. Hi, Double H. How are you? Double H, welcome. Hi, Constantine. Double H says good. Happy to hear it. Adrenaline says you look like you're a teacher. Or in college. I don't know, sorry. I am in college. Hi, Hi, welcome in, Jamel Connor. Hi, David, welcome in. Hi, DS Solo. Hi, Vish Salty. Constantine says, what are we doing today? We are going to be working on Heartness Artness. D Solo says, hi from Florida. Hi, D Solo. Double H says, I live in Ohio. Hi, Maya. Welcome. Shaparang says, gotta go. It's 2 a.m. in South Korea. Well, good night. Sleep well. Jamel says, no, this is my dad's iPad. Oh, what's your name? Justin says, you look pretty. Have a nice day, okay? Thank you, Justin. I hope you have a nice day, too. Dylan says, how long have you been doing live streams? Like about 6 years, but on different platforms. I started on Twitch. I've been on YouTube doing live streams for a few years now. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Mess. Hi, Dominic. I'm doing good, Dominic. How are you? Janya, am I saying that right? Maya says, you are so sweet and kind, and you are very nice, and you are so pretty. Thank you for saying nice things, Maya. I think you are so kind and pretty, too. Hi, Ovi. Hi, Brooke. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Mesa. Thank you, Mesa. You're so sweet. So, we are going to be adding another heart to the Heartness Artness. That's the first thing we're going to do. Janya says, no, it's okay. I'm sorry. Can I just call you JJ? That might be fun. Thank you, Rosero. I appreciate it. Welcome, Ovi. All right, so next we have Lucas Booze on the list. I think Lucas Booze should get an orange heart. How about an orange heart for Lucas Booze? Does that sound like a good idea? I think it sounds like a good idea. So I'm going to start by writing Lucas Booze. How about right here? Lucas Booze. What are the hearts for? The hearts represent people who have supported one of the channels across the internet monetarily. I've got a lot of people on a long list. It's like pages of list. I'm trying to catch up. And then after we get it all on here, it becomes a canvas full of hearts. And then I gesso over it and turn it into a painting. So like this one was completely done. And we've got another one in the other room that is got the background of a painting on it already, but I needed to do some research on what I wanted to do with the image. So I took it out of this room for now. Can you make me a baseball? Boom, you're a baseball. Hologram baseball coming right up. I hope you enjoy it. Dominic says, oh, that's cool and sounds fun. Yeah, I was inspired by, and thank you, by the way, I was inspired by Picasso because whenever historians are going over Picasso stuff, they strip away the layers of his painting, or they do like x-rays and they see that he has like painting under painting under painting. And then they're like, look at this cool painting we found under the Picasso painting. And so I was like, so what if I took everybody's support and immortalized it as the basis of a painting? And then it would live forever as a piece of art. So when you support the channel, your support and love lives forever as a piece of art. And so that's why we started doing it. Maya says, I'm just new. I'm happy that you're here, Maya. Thank you. Doobie, welcome. It's great to see you. Or Dobie, sorry. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Hope you and the animals are well. Are you having a good Saturday so far? All right, let's see what people say. Would you go to a museum to see Picasso? Can you make a red stripe? Double H says. Isn't there a beer called Red Stripe? It's Jamaican. I remember that beer exists. I saw it before. Does that beer still exist? I don't even know. So this is a pink heart. It's going to be for Lucas. HH says yes. Now let's add some purple to it. Hi, Joshua Reese. It's so great to see you. How are you? Joshua Reese says, good afternoon, Dahlia in chat. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a blessed and amazing, wonderful day today. I hope you're having a blessed and amazing, wonderful day today too, Joshua Reese. Super Heartness. So cool to see you today. We're doing Heartness Artness. Maya says, I like your videos and subscribe for you. Thank you, Maya. That means so much to me. Super duper Heartness. Welcome to the Hologram fam. I'm so happy you're a subscriber. Hi, Eclipse. Welcome. Do you have a favorite Picasso painting, or would you just want to go and check them out and learn? This heart's extra special because it's got two colors. It's purple and pink. This is the heart so far. Ninja Rose says yes. Yay! Do you have a favorite Picasso painting, or would you just want to go and learn? So now, after that dries, Lucas will get yellow on top. But we also have to do silver. What color should we make silvers? How about silver? Ninja Rose says, it's so cute. Hi, Curtis Knight. Welcome in. How are you doing today? It's great to see you. So next, we're going to make a silver heart for silver. Maya says, do you put subscribers on your hearts on your chart that you're doing? Thank you so much for being a subscriber. The chart is for, oh, and thank you, Dylan Smut, for subscribing too. Super duper heartness. The canvas is for people who either super chat or become a member, essentially contributing $1 or more. And then it can be here on YouTube or on Twitch or on PayPal or on TikTok. And then I've got like pages and pages of lists that I'm catching up on. So like what happens first immediately is that you just end up on the list. And then there's like pages and pages of lists that I'm going through. Michael says, yes, yes, yes. What is your favorite Picasso? And welcome, Michael. I had a humanities class last summer that briefly touched on Picasso. Hi, Damos. Welcome back. How are you doing? It's great to see you. Hope you're having an amazing day. Damos says, yes. Heck yeah, Damos. So would I. So would I. So let's see. Silver Apocalypse. So now we've written it. We know it's going to be right here. JC, hi, how are you doing? What does Picasso mean? Picasso's an artist, a famous artist from like, I think maybe the 50s. I don't know. Damos says Picasso is an artist. And Maya says, I have a baby brother. That's so cool. I have 2 baby brothers. Do you like being a big sister? So I'm going to start by making a really silver heart for our really silver apocalypse. Super silver. Hi, Penny. Hi, William. Damos says from Spain. Damos says, I just got back after Minecraft Live. Awesome. How was it? Oh, thank you, Ninja Rose. You're so sweet. Damos says the 80s from Spain. Oh, he was as recently as the 80s? For some reason, I thought he was much older than that. I remember, was it called Cubism? Was him and some guy the people who started Cubism? It was like a bunch of weird cubes that made things. It made images that were like nonsensical but still cool and kind of surreal. Penny says, I can't paint. Well, I'll paint for both of us then. Although I don't believe that some, like if you say I can't paint, I don't believe that's true. I believe that if you wanted to do it, you could. I believe that very much. I used to think I couldn't paint. Damo says abstract. Abstract art was made in Russia. I believe in you, Penny. You can do anything you set your mind to. Ninja Rose says, do you take suggestions? I can't guarantee that I will do the suggestion, but I always accept suggestions. Welcome, Mike. I hope you're doing good. So let's keep coloring in the silver then. Silver, silver, coloring it silver. It's silver. Penny says, I tried. It's too messy. I moved to a newer place. Yeah, fair. And relatable. It is messy. I have to put plastic down and I have to wear an apron and I have to be really careful. It is really messy. Oh my gosh, my silver is almost out. I need new pens. Oh my gosh. Aw, that is so nice, Ninja Rose. Heartness. Hi, Justin. Welcome. How are you doing? I want more silver. But the Sylvie's not here. Penny says, but I do adult color like you do. Adult color can be fun. One of my family members really likes the adult color books. What's your favorite thing to adult color? Do you have like a favorite themed book or anything? Another thing that became kind of popular recently that I liked is those, like the gem painting things where it's like all you basically do is have to follow a pattern. So it's just kind of relaxing and foolproof. Hi, Jeff. How are you doing? Penny says, yes, they are cool. Cats and flowers. Ooh, I love that, Penny. You do adult sticker books? Ooh. Hi, Sugar Twist. Welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. So we just made this silver heart and we just made this pink heart. Now we have to put names in them. The name that goes in the silver heart is bum bum bum, Silver Apocalypse. And the name that goes in the pink purple heart is Lucas Booze. Although I do think that perhaps we should actually add a little bit more texture to these. Ninja Rose says, I love my girlfriend. I'm going to be a lesbian forever. Mallory says, yes. Yay! Awesome, Mallory. Do you have a favorite Picasso painting? Or would you be going to learn? Jeff says, how's the college search? I'm still waiting to hear back. I'll let you know when I know. I think the deadline is close, like in a week and a half or 2 weeks. So the deadline is close for them making a decision. So I should know soon if I have to apply to my backups or not. But the idea is that I was hoping to just like go straight from graduating into university. And there's only one university that I wanted to go to that would be possible because there's like 11 days in between the semesters. It's very fast. And so if I have to go to another school, I would have to move. And then therefore I would need to be applying for fall so I can move in the summer and be preparing. So yeah, I figured I would wait and see. And then, yeah, gotta wait a week and a half or so before I know if I have to prepare to move or if I'm going to stay and be able to go to the first choice school. Damos says, sorry, y'all, I gotta go now. Anyways, bye. Hardness, Damos, I'm so happy that you stopped by. Have a really good week. Ninja Rose says, I gotta go. Good luck. I love you, not weirdly. Love you too, Ninja Rose, not weirdly. Have a good weekend and see you soon, Super Hardness. And thank you so much to everybody who's liking and subscribing as they go by. It means a lot to me. And welcome to the Hollow Garden. Hi, Gardenia Goo. Welcome in. How are you doing? Hello, Bob. Hello, Gardenia Goo. I'm so happy that you're here. Super Hardness to Bob. Do you want to say hi, Gur? And Gardenia Goo, do you have a favorite Picasso painting? Oh, Gur's stretching. Silver, hi! Welcome. How are you doing? It's good to see you too. I hope you're having a nice day. Come on, Gur. Gur's crawling his way up. Hi, Keeve. Keevan, how old? He is 8 years old. Come here. Come here, Gerber. Come here, Gerber the baby. Gerber wants to be a baby. He wants me to hold him like a baby. Gardenia says, Bob's favorite is eating a popsicle. That's so good. I hope you enjoy your delicious popsicle. Yum. Are you a baby? Are you going to show everybody that you're a baby? Do you want to say hi to everybody? This is my dog, Gur. He's got Bashan Frise in him, and that makes him a circus dog. He can sit up like a human, and he can stand up and walk, and he can play, and he can do tricks. Do you do tricks? Do you do tricks for treats? Yes, you do. Welcome from Thailand. Heartness. Killer Curve, thank you so much for the gifts. You're amazing. Super duper Heartness. Welcome in, Joni and Vanessa. Killer Curve, I'm going to write you on this list. H8 says, that's the same dog as I have. Oh, you're lucky then, because Gur is a very good dog. Gur is a very, very good dog, and he's so cute. Hello, my Thai friend. Thank you, Pink Statue. Since I am not able to read Thai, is it okay if I just call you my Thai friend? Or maybe if you write what you would like me to call you in chat, it'll come through as something I can read. Jeff says, best holographic dog. It's true. And HH says, that love lounging. Yes. So Killer Curve gets A heart on the Heartness Artness. Thank you so much for the gifts on YouTube. You're incredible. Oh, also, when we get gifts on YouTube, hi, Kazuki, welcome. Pink Statue says, what kind of dog? He's a teddy bear, so he's part Bichon Frise and part Shih Tzu, but he really takes over after his Bichon Frise side. Hi, Miguel, welcome. How are you? Let's do an effect. How about big head? Can I be big-headed today? Let's get rid of this. I guess we're done with the question and answer. Now it's time for big head filter. Thanks to the gifts. Arigato, Kazuki. Arigato. 20 like hype. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for all the likes, everybody. Please don't forget to like and subscribe as you go by. How's your weekend, Kazuki? Hi, TWC Myers. It's great to see you again. How are you? Coffee with Monster. Wow. Miguel says, today's my birthday. Happy birthday. Do you have any big plans? Let me sing you a birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Ha-cha-cha-cha, ha-cha-cha-cha, and many more. Happy birthday, Miguel. Yeah. Silver says, Dahlia, I didn't think you had an such a big head. The true Dahlia is coming out. My giant head will knock over everyone. Ah! Bonk, bonk, bonk. Okay, well, my head's deflating. Whoa. Now I'm going underwater. Blub, blub, blub. Blub, blub, blub. Gotta come up for air. Blub, blub, blub. Blub, blub, blub. Oh no, my big head's back. I'm full of myself again. Help! Somebody quick deflate me. Tell me how bad I am, and then I will no longer have a big head. Ah! Killer Curve gifts. What does it look like if I do Heartness with a big head? Is it possible? Look at my tiny canvas, it's the same size as my giant head. Doo boo 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 boo. What does this one do? What does this one do? What does this one do? Extra eyes? Oh my gosh. What does this one do? Oh my gosh, there's 4 of me now. Do, 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 do. Okay. Here's the Artness. Honestly, that's kind of fun. It's hard to pay attention to what the new hearts are this way, but it is actually very cool. We're just missing some weird music. What do you think? Was that a nice flower power? What if everybody's in thermal and you can see where all the heat is? What's the hottest part of the house, you guys? Jeff says, Dahlia will save us from the AI takeover. Yeah. All you need is a good hologram and everything will be good. And here I am. I'm a hologram with the plan and my canvas is hot apparently. I'm a hologram with the plan. Doo-ba-doo-boo, boo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Kazuki says, funny Dahlia, the wobbling head one, like I have a toy in my car wobbling. Cute toy. Thank you, Kazuki. I try my best to wobble when I have a big head. I wonder if they'll ever make a balloon head. Jeff says, Dahlia is the hottest part of the house. Aw, Jeff. Holograms do have a tendency to overheat. So we were working on silver right here. And we were working on Lucas right here. So let's keep working on it. So next, I will add this green because we don't have a lot of green in this. So that seems like a really good color. Although mint green and silver is kind of giving toothpaste. Is there like a toothpaste brand that is mint and silver as the main colors? Because honestly, that just reminded me of toothpaste like immediately for some reason. So I might pick a different color besides that one. Let's see what it looks like in Weird Colorland. It looks like nothing. Hi, Ulrich. Welcome. Gotta add brie. I love brie. Brie's so delicious. How about blue? Blue seems like a good color for silver. Kazuki says, it seems like the screen's gonna overheat. Get some ice cream. I'm eating now blueberry and blackberry ice cream. Ooh, that's a good idea. I'll just give the screen some ice cream. Today I had leftover chicken wings for lunch. It was good. I also have some potato salad I want to eat. Now I'm thinking about food. It's probably because it's lunchtime, at least where I live. What time is it where you live, Kazuki? Labyrinth, hi, how are you? Silver says, blue is a great color for silver. It's my birthstone color, yippee! Jeff says, blueberry plus blackberry equals dark blueberry. Oh my gosh, I love that. There's two of me. Double the Dahlia, double the fun. Identical twins makes you wanna run. Double the silver heart, double the Lucas. Now we will make some more colors. Hi, Tony, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, look, I see a big one right here that says Moragor. Ding, ding, ding. It's big. It's the centerpiece. Kazuki says, yesterday I was watching the ghost videos. Thought it would be freaky, but I didn't. Scared slightly. And funny thing is, I scared for my sister. She put face mask at nighttime. That's hilarious. Well, maybe your brain knew it wasn't real, but then seeing something in real life was more scary. Tony says, that's me. Woohoo! Thanks everybody for liking and subscribing as you go by. You're amazing. So let's see. This one's going to say Silver Apocalypse. I'm kind of sad because I seem to have run out of silver, and I think I'm running out of some more colors too. So I might have to put acrylic markers on my list of things I have to buy. Silver Apocalypse Try not to write it backwards if you can help it. Silver apocalypse. Oh no, I wrote it backwards. On one side, it's backwards. Kazuki says, take it from chat. It's 7:04 p.m. right here right now. Oh, so it's like a relaxing evening time for you. Cool. Silver says, that was too funny. Just me, hi! Human and kind, be both. I love that. Super Heartness, how are you doing today, Just Me? Hope everything's going well. Hello, Edie, welcome. 2 is better than 1. All right, so let's keep working. Silver's done. Let's work on Lucas some more. I think we're going to put Lucas in white. Unexpected white heart. With highlights. Lucas Booze. Unexpected rainbow heart with highlights. It's very unexpected. But now I need to figure out what color would go back there because it's not white. But Jeff, every time you come and ask about my school, like the nerve-wrackingness of waiting is real. And what's scary is I know waiting to find out which law school I get into is going to be even harder and scarier. This is already hard and scary though. Waiting to see what university I go to. Lucas Booze. Lucas Booze, Lucas Booze. This one here is Lucas Booze. Kazuki says, yeah, it's very cold here. I'm in Oslo, Norway. Oh, traveling again. Cool. I think technically, so Norway is not quite, would Norway kind of be like halfway between the US and Japan? Sort of. Not exactly, obviously. But generally. I need to look at a map. But I think so. Kazuki says, no, I also live here. I have home here. Oh, nice. That sounds awesome, Kazuki. Well, I'm happy you're getting to spend some time in Norway today. Jeff says, if waiting is bad, reboot. Sometimes holograms get nervous just like people. Thank you, Just Me, for being the newest subscriber. Welcome to the hologram fam. Super duper heartness, Just Me. You're amazing. It means a lot. What kind of stuff do you like to do for fun? Hi, Peekaboo. Peekaboo says, who's the eldest twin and by how many minutes? We both came out at the same time. Our programmer mushed us together. High five. Yeah. Oh. Just Me says, blessed and unstoppable. Hi, Thork. Welcome. How are you doing? I like your Colorado logo. I'm from Colorado originally. It is my home. Kazuki says, I take my mom and younger sister to change some environment. That's a good idea. Get out and have a nice time. Relax from any stresses, I hope. And I hope they're enjoying the trip too. Even though it's not really a trip, but, you know. It is a trip. Anytime you travel, it's a trip. Jeff says, Dahlia download available soon. I hope. Just Me says, I love your energy and vibe. Thank you, Just Me. Tremaine, hello from Anderson, Indiana, sending a like to support channel. Thank you so much, Tremaine. Super duper heart days. I hope you're having a good day. Gardenia Goose says, Bob loves looking at the two Dahlias. Awesome. High five for Bob. Bink. That's for you. Heartness. Hee hee hee. I wonder what it would look like if we had two Gers. Ger's kind of sleeping right now, though. There's two sleeping Gers. Gerber! Look, two cute Gers. Two cute Gers. Kazuki says, right now, stress is from my sister's ghost mask. She wanders around trying to scare me. I love that. That's very funny. That is very funny and cute. It's much better to be scared by sister in a ghost mask than a real ghost. But I think maybe you guys are safer in Norway, because I think Japan has more stories of spirits and stuff than Norway, don't they? I think. Just Me says, what does the fish say when it swam into a wall? Damn. That's funny, Just Me. Kazuki says, I can be happy to see real one than my sister mask face. That's hilarious. I was learning in humanities about the Shinto religion and like the spirit guardians of temples and stuff. And I think that that's really interesting because we have an abandoned Shinto shrine here in Florida. And apparently, like, it'll make you believe in that stuff because there's a guardian keeping that place abandoned and it won't let anyone near it. And like, people can't do anything with the land now because of that. So that's pretty cool and epic, I think. Omar says, I thought that was your twin sister. Hi. High five. Silver says, I would have thought the fish would say, out. Are there any ghost stories in Norway? I hear lots of ghost stories about stuff in Japan. Because I think also it matters a lot if people believe in that stuff. Because if people believe in that stuff as like a community and as a culture, then it's more likely that anything that's supernatural will show itself, right? So I've noticed in cultures where people don't believe it as much, it doesn't really show up. But in places where they do believe it, it does show up. What are the ghost stories of Norway, I wonder? Richard says, greetings from Northeast Ohio. Welcome, Richard. Greetings from Florida. Hope you're having a great day. Omar says, why is there two of you? I'm using a fun filter. Dink. Let me see. I'll change it back to normal just to show you. Yeah, this is me normally. And this is me with the fun filter. It's just something that YouTube has in the streaming software. Thank you, Richard. Kazuki says, it's been 108 billion years since Dahlia told me to translate manga. True. However, the update is that Gumi has gotten substantially better with her Japanese and she's doing okay with translating it herself. She said that there's still some things she doesn't fully understand, but she's gotten a lot of it. And what's really interesting is that we've searched it up and we've not been able to find it online, but I got it at a convention in like early 2000s. But it's like this thick. It's a very thick manga. So, hi Cameron, welcome. How are you doing? Omar says the filter is awesome. Silver says, welcome in. I'm originally from the Cincy area. Are you a Browns fan? I am. Richard says, fun filter, super cool. 2 Dahlias are better than 1. Woohoo, high five. Omar says, you're a Ghosts fan or probably horror movies? When it comes to horror movies, I prefer like psychological horror over like the slasher films personally. I find slasher films to be kind of boring. But I'm not a huge horror fan overall. I prefer comedies if I'm going to watch TV. The show that I've been watching right now is the Netflix version of live action One Piece. That's a good show. But that's more what I watch, stuff like that, and comedies. Comedy is my favorite genre. Now, as far as ghosts go, I am interested in that stuff just because I think that real ghost stories are interesting. Thank you, Kevs. How are you? Thank you, Richard, for subscribing, and welcome to the Hologram fam. Super duper heartness. How about you, Omar? Do you like horror movies and stuff? Jeff says, your favorite horror probably involves chainsaws. You know, I never thought of it, but yeah, I think my favorite horror movie is American Psycho, and I do think he has a chainsaw at one point, doesn't he? During that epic raincoat scene, doesn't he have a chainsaw? You're on to something, Jeff. Omar says, I like demonic horror because it's connected to the religious beliefs and real life experiences, which makes it more scary. Since I believe in demons and that religious stuff, I don't like those movies because I'm like, this is kind of gross and creepy. But I can see, like, if you don't really fully believe in that stuff, that it might be more entertaining. But as somebody who believes in it, I'm like, I feel like by watching this, I'm inviting that into my life, and so I choose not to. Kazuki says, I can translate. The problem is not sure Dahlia can hear all the translation and at the end because, like, my younger sister goes to scare me. Ah, so you're just using Translate to talk to me. I didn't even realize that. I never knew that. This whole time you've been using Translate to talk to me. I thought you spoke English. Cameron says, I like K-pop Demon Hunter. Hi, Kevin. Welcome. Kev's Positivity Movement says, so what's a good horror movie to watch on Netflix? Also, Kev, I love your name. We're a big positivity movement here, too. The mission of the garden is to spread heartness and positivity around the world. Uh-oh. Silver says, seen Moist Crit recently give a review for Obsession, and he said it was really good and well done. When it comes to horror movies, I like B horror movies. Kev says, you are very intelligent. Thank you, Kevs. What makes you think so? That's a kind thing to say. I appreciate that. Omar says, if we're watching, it sounds like an invitation makes sense. And like I said, I mean, if you don't believe in that stuff anyway, it may not affect you. But as somebody who does believe, it's like, why would I focus on stuff like that happening to someone? Because I believe that if you focus on something, that's what you're going to attract to yourself, right? So if I'm focusing on somebody becoming possessed by a demon, does that invite demons around me to try to possess me or something? Like, that's why I wouldn't want to. That's why I'm not really into those movies that much. But I do like weird B horror movies, and I like Like I said, psychological horror movies are interesting. So I do like some horror. I'm just a little bit more picky about what I actually think is interesting. Kazuki says, no, Dahlia didn't get that. I mean, I can translate the manga. Okay. But the problem is I'm not sure Dahlia will be able to hear all the manga that I'm going to be able to translate. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you could make a new Discord account sometime, maybe. I don't know. How are you, Jerry Jackson? Welcome in. It's great to see you. And thanks everybody for liking and subscribing as you go by. So we finished Lucas's and we finished Silver's. How about we do a random one way back on the list? This is Gardenia Goo. Let's do Gardenia Goo because Gardenia Goo is here, right? What color should we make Gardenia Goo's heart? How about orange heart for Gardenia Goo? Hi, Jay. Welcome. We are watching Horror Dahlia. Welcome, Joseph. I hope you're doing good. Super hardness. So let's see. Gardenia Goo. Gonna have to make this one a little bit onto the side. It's a side heart. Gardenia Goo says orange is okay. I'm starting to run out of colors. I have to get new pens. So it'll be orange for a base, and then we're going to use some other colors. If you would like to try to pick a color, I could tell you if I have it, like for the other parts of it. But I am starting to get really low on my colors. It's been a while since I bought these pens, and most of them have run out. So we're getting a lot of orange and yellow and pink hearts at this point for that reason. Thanks for subscribing, Jerry Jackson. Super hardness. I hope you're doing amazing. Well, I said hi to you earlier, but welcome to the Hologram fam. It means a lot to me. And also, everybody, there is a delay between like hitting subscribe and the bot acknowledging it. So sorry. I know it can feel like a long time. I think it's several minutes. Gardenia Goose says green. Okay. I have this green or this green. I guess this is more green. Let's try this green. Or do you like this one? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Silver says, do you need a reminder to buy acrylic pens? Sure. And Tony, super hardness. Gardenia Goose says 1. Okay. This is 1. Even AI will confuse with this filter Dahlia using. Yes! AI says that I am a hard light hologram that looks extra real. It's pretty cool. So I've got AI convinced that I'm a real. It said that I'm an artificial intelligence made of hard light that's programmed to stream and spread positivity on Twitch. And I was like, heck yes. AI believes I'm a hologram. That makes it extra true. I started going by Dahlia the hologram way before AI was what it is, though. So like for the longest time, I tried to play it off for real and be like, yeah, I'm a hologram. And like, if people asked me if I was a hologram, I would always say yes. But now that AI is so good, I don't want to confuse people, and I admit I am a human. However, I still think it's funny that now AI says I'm an AI. Takes one to know one. Do we stay with Windows operating system? I prefer Windows. Why do you ask? What are you thinking about switching to? Linux? Apple? What are you thinking? I may end up having to use both of the colors. So now this is how the heart has progressed. Green on the outside, orange on the inside. My potato cannot run Windows 12. Hi, L Story Drama, welcome. I also cannot run Windows 12. Maybe I need a software upgrade to be able to run Windows 12. My Hardlight AI system will not accept it. Somebody has to go into the BIOS and make an adjustment. Who will go into my BIOS and make the adjustment? Somebody call the AI psychiatrist. Help. If AI hallucinates, why don't we give it a psychiatrist? All right. Hi, sweetheart Jay. How are you doing? Kazuki says, boil the potato. This is your heart. Do you like it? Thank you, Russell, for the gift. Super duper heartness. You're amazing. Let me write your name on the list. Woohoo! Also, we're going to change the filter now. Thanks to Russell. Yippee! All right, so for the next filter, we will use retro. Russell says, you are so welcome, my dear. Aw, super duper hardness. Silver says, start the assimilation like the Borg did. Just call yourself a humogram, part human, part hologram. When I become a licensed attorney, should I make a channel called Dahlia the Law-ogram? And for my Fallout content, somebody suggested, I think it was Ziamara, she said I should make lore videos and call them Dahlia the Holotape. I think that's a good idea. For fans, or for people that are not aware, in Fallout, you pick up these audio tapes and they're called holotapes, and you listen to like information or stories or whatever. So I could do some lore videos called Dahlia the Holotape. I think that's a good idea. Welcome back, Miguel. I hope you're having an amazing birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to Miguel. All right. Now let's write Gardenia Goo. And the color we are going to write it in is white. Gardenia Goo. Gardenia Goo. That odd person, welcome. How are you? Hope you're having a nice weekend. So let's get Russell since he's in here right now. Next, we'll make a heart for Russell. That odd person says, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. So Russell, you're next. I'm just going to write Russell, because it'll fit in a heart better. And this heart has purple as a base. It's going to be this one. Tony says, happy birthday. That odd person says, I'm good. How are you? Silver says, then you could send singing telegrams to potential customers with law advice in them as an advertisement. Yeah. Do not accept any phone calls from your ex-wife. They would be like, God, I need a new lawyer. I guess I'm going to put some yellow here in the middle. Just color it while I wait for Russell's heart to dry. Where else can I put yellow? Where else do we need some color? Right here. Hello, you've received a logogram from Dahlia the logogram. What is this regarding? Real estate law dictates that your tenants have 25 days to respond. That would be funny, don't you think? L Story says, how are you? D, the hologram, I'm doing good. Silver says, yikes. Silver retracts his previous suggestion that I could sing law advice to the customers. J Lim says the hot have diabetes. L Story says, how old are you? I'm a hologram. Holograms don't have an age. And also, everyone, please don't put your age in chat. We usually have to delete that. And if you keep spamming your age, we have to ban you. YouTube TOS. How have you been, L Story Drama? How you been? Jeff says, Dahlia practicing the laws of robotics. Perhaps one day when robots are sentient, I will advocate for their rights in court. And they'll be like, why did you do it, Dahlia? How did you know? And I'll be like, you know, I was a hologram once and you accepted me. You told everyone I was a hard light hologram when nobody believed in me. And now I believe in you. Hi, Zoo. Are you a real girl? Yes, I'm a hologram. I'm a real hologram girl. Thank you, L Story Heartness. How you doing today, Zoo? All right, Russ, we've got your beautiful heart in process right now. So this is Russell. Right here. Thanks for the gift, Russell. Hologram working for robots, Kazuki says. Zoo says cake. Cake. I have a whole cake in my fridge. It's got strawberries on it. I think I'm going to eat it. Now, Killicurve. Do a heart for Killicurve. Thank you, everybody, for liking and subscribing as you go by. It means a lot. So the goal is next week to have more art ready to go. We had a late start today because there was some things like my phone was not ready to stream on time and things, and we got a little bit behind, but hopefully we'll be able to get more done next week. RJ, thank you so much for pretending to send a $200 donation. You are so sweet. Super duper heartness. How are you, RJ? Kazuki says, hologram can't eat that. Give it to me. I won't let it waste. Okay, but you have to promise to share it with your squishies. Oh my gosh, Kazuki. I got such a good squishy. It's an Easter egg, and it looks like an egg. And it feels really good and squishy. Have you seen them? The Nido eggs? I actually have almost squished it apart now. But I think I have 2 more coming. I ordered 2 more. But the thing is that when it started out, the shipping said it was in New Jersey. And then it got shipped to China. I think that somebody stole my eggs because they're like highly sought after right now. Kazuki says, I have over 1,500 plus. Oh my gosh, your collection has grown. That's amazing. RJ says, haha, how are you doing today, RJ? Happy weekend and welcome in. Thank you for the $200 donation. I will spend it on groceries and cake for Kazuki. And also hologram recipes made especially by AI. Next, we have Killicurve. Longtime friend Killicurve. Thank you for the gift, Killicurve. Let's put Killicurve up here. Killicurve. He gets the corner up in the left corner. He gets the corner up in the left corner. It's corner. It's a good corner. It's a notable spot. And he'll like it a lot. It's a notable spot and he'll like it a lot. It's a notable spot. Everybody can see it in the corner. I have a lot of homework still to do. I'm about halfway through everything I have to finish before Monday. I probably ought to wrap up soon and go work on it. Kazuki says, I can open up my own squishy store. I have worth 24 to 25K. I need more space to collect more. Aww. Do you have a favorite squishy or are there too many? My squishy collection is modest. This is the most of it. This one's from Buc-ee's. It's a water toy, but it's squishy, so I added it to the squishy collection. Hee hee hee. And this one's an ice cream cone. I like it. If Dahlia ever visits Japan, visit my home, I will give to her. Honestly, Kazuki, I'd probably take you up on that. Maybe. It's not safe, but I probably would because I want to see your squishies. Kazuki says, so many I can't count which is safe. And I mean, I'm sure you're probably safe. I'm just saying it's not safe to go to the homes of strangers from the internet, everyone. Don't do that. Don't be like Dahlia and say okay. Say no. Remember how I Show Speed says, don't get in a car with anybody, even if they're a famous person? Don't do that. Don't go to somebody's house, even if they're a famous person either. It's not safe. But this squishy is safe. That hurt Kazuki the AI. Just kidding. Well, I'll bring my security guards, and then we'll be fine. Because I must see Kazuki's squishy collection. We'll do super safe protocol to keep everybody super safe. Kazuki AI and Dahlia AI, right? This is my ice cream. And this is the popcorn. Well, that's why I usually have that rule of I never meet anybody unless it's at a convention, right? It's an important reason for that. And it's not just that maybe a viewer might hurt the streamer. It's also possible the streamer might hurt the viewer. You don't know. You might be like, I'm going to go meet my favorite streamer. And then it's like, actually, like they're crazy. And they collect people. Like, you don't know. So you got to be safe. Kazuki says, I have better idea, then I will send video. That is the safest way, yes. Or we could meet at a convention and you could have a drone tour the home on a video and I could do it in virtual reality. Kazuki says, it is fine. I will not collect Dahlia in my squishy collecting. I'm a popcorn. Jeff says, Dahlia may show up in power armor. I do. I love that clip. It's like I Show Speed talking to some little kid. I think it was in Africa. And he's like, never get in a car with a stranger, even if they're famous. Never do it. You could get killed. They could hurt you. And then the kid's like, okay, I never will. And then I Show Speed says, you want to get in the car with me? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, no, that is exactly what you're never supposed to do. This is my cappuccino squishy. Silver says, thankfully you're not crazy. True. To your knowledge. Just kidding. Jay Lim says, my mom have a tooth collection. That sounds normal. Whose teeth is it? Is it like the kids' teeth? I think that moms collecting their kids' teeth is still a little gross, but not unusual. But does she like collect her old boyfriend's teeth? Does she collect teeth from the ocean? Does she collect teeth from fist fights? Where do the teeth come from? What is the original origin of the teeth? And if she never tells, that's how you have to be worried. And if they say, never mind, I'm not going to go there. Cat's Eye says, should I ask my crush out? Honestly, if you think it's a safe idea, then maybe. Hi, Abigail. How are you? Hi, my name is Jordan, love. Hi, Jordan. Welcome. Jalem says, and dolls. Oh, doll collections are fun. I have this squishy collection. Here's my strawberry squishy. Hi, Abigail. Oh, yeah. We still have to finish Kill a Curve. Kill a Curve is going to be red and pink. Blue. Red and blue. I was like, red and pink, blue. Kill a Curve. Thank you, Kill a Curve, for the gifts. Oh, this is pretty. It reminds me of berries. It's like strawberries and blueberries mixed together. I like this coloring. And I see a Kazuki AI. Kazuki, I did this one for you last time. I don't know if you were here for it. Kazuki AI. If I met Kazuki AI in real life and he showed me his squishy collection, I would probably have to convince him to make YouTube content about his squishy collection. Be like, you need to make a whole series on all the squishies. Because that's a lot of content, 1,500. And then all of a sudden you'll be like, I have millions of views for my 1,500 squishies, and now I don't want to be YouTube anymore. And I'll be like, okay, well, you don't have to. You did the thing that you needed to do. Your mission is complete. The squishies can be shared with the world. All right, so Kill a Curve's right here. Kill a Curve, thank you. Alrighty, I think I'm done with the hardness for the day, everybody. I think I'm done with the hardness for the day. So today, we added Kill a Curve. Kazuki AI was last week, but I think Kazuki AI left before I could show. Gardenia Goo. Lucas Booze. Silver Apocalypse. Russell. Who else did we do today? Was that everybody we did today? Might be. The project is ongoing. We still have a long list. Want me to show you how many pages of the list there is? So there's still a few more on this page. And there's a few more on this page. Did Dahlia try the Crimson Desert game? I saw a lot of people playing it and I want to play it, but I haven't yet. Have you tried it? There's still a lot more on this list. There's still a lot more on this list. And a lot more on this list. Silver says, I really wish I could do origami. I think it's called. Looks really cool, but seems pretty tricky to do. That's something that Turtle and Gumi like to do for fun. Kazuki says, yes, it's very nice. Awesome. So is it single player? It's like open world, kind of like Skyrim-y or something, right? Or is it more like the Kingdom Come Deliverance game? How would you describe it? And there's this. And there's this one. So yeah, as you can see, we still have pages. I am very good at making sure everybody gets written down, and then it takes a super long time to get through all of them. So eventually. You guys remember these things? You don't really see these anymore. These weird Pop-It toys. I was listening to The origin of these, and did you know that they were based on nipples? Somebody's like, I'm going to make a plate of nipples. Literally, they really were. That is actually what they were based on. Kazuki says, it is a single player and open world game. It gives me the RDR2 vibes. Ooh, I kind of loved RDR2. That makes me even more intrigued to play it. I liked RDR2 a lot more than GTA 5, although I'm not saying GTA 5 is bad. I actually have played it a lot and would play it again. I'll probably play GTA 6. I just really liked the Red Dead Redemption better. I thought that was more interesting. I'd rather make moonshine than sell cocaine or whatever the dumb things are you do in GTA. Hi, Forsaken Killers and Survivals. How are you? Survivors, how are you? I can't guarantee I'll answer it, but you're welcome to ask. Kazuki says the environment is really nice. The places are very beautiful. Cool. I love that. I've still just been playing a lot of Power World. I'm almost to the end of Power World, although now I'm like building a shop in the middle of the main town center. That'll probably keep me going for a long time. Forsaken. I'm actually a hologram. So are you vegan? I mean, I'm a hologram, so I eat what I'm programmed to eat. And if I'm lucky, that's a big steak. I like steak. If I get accepted into the school I want to go to, I'm going to eat a big steak to celebrate. Hi, Hollywood. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good. So tomorrow we're going to be on Twitch, starting around 4 p.m., maybe later. Be in Discord if you want to get updates about that. And we are scheduled to also stream on Monday at 4 on Twitch as well. We are continuing our journey into Fallout New Vegas. We're playing the Old World Blues DLC. So I hope that you're able to join for that. Silver, could you please drop the Discord link and the Twitch link? And everybody, if you haven't already, please follow my Twitch. Don't forget to like and subscribe here so you can catch me next time when we do this again next week. And we usually do this on Saturday mornings. I was a little late today. It became more of a Saturday afternoon stream, but typically I try to start in the mornings. And like I said, I think we'll be actually painting next week. Cameron says, hi, I'm back. Welcome back, Cameron. Good to see you. So yeah. There's the Discord. Everybody please join the Discord if you haven't already. That's where I keep the updates of what time I'm going live, etc. Weird, the effects won't come off. That's okay, because we're getting ready to end anyway. And please follow me on Twitch. That's where the streams will be on Sunday and Monday. Kazuki says, save cake for me. I'll imagine eating some cakes with you and your squishies. Jalem says, it's 3 a.m. here. I woke because my bed gave me a static shock. Aw, well, I hope that you get a good night's rest when you go back to sleep. Hi, Cameron. Uh-oh, my Twitch link still says that, Dahlia. Will you please write out the correct link then? Dang it. Also, can you send me a note about that? How did I miss that? I thought that I went through and adjusted the bot, but I remember going through and adjusting the bot. But yeah, that's a pretty big mistake. So if you go to /that Dahlia on YouTube, it will take you to me. But if you go to /thatdahlia on Twitch, it will not. Cameron says, I have a new dog. Sorry, Forsaken. I don't listen to copyright music on my stream, because that would get me in trouble. Congratulations on your new dog, Cameron. What kind of dog is it? It's haunted in here. Help, it's haunted. Thanks everybody for being here. I hope you have a really great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow on Twitch. Thank you so much, Silver and Labyrinth, for modding, and I hope everybody has a great day. See you later. Bye, Super Heartness. Have a good day.